Risks and benefits of energy drinks. Hello, I am Dr. Naras Bhat, and my UC Berkeley research student Anne will be presenting rest of this research.
In this presentation, we'll be covering a variety of topics related to energy drinks in order to acquaint you with some of the basic facts. These topics include: what is an energy drink? What are some examples of energy drinks? Energy drinks in the news, the benefits, their risks and dangers, their comparison to coffee and tea, and some alternatives. So what is an energy drink? An energy drink is a soft drink-like beverage that contains from around 50 to 500 milligrams per serving of caffeine. Like coffee and espresso, drinks contain high amounts of caffeine. Moreover, like sodas, energy drinks are very high in sugar. Manufacturers advertise this boost of energy due to vitamins, stimulants, and supplements. In these ways, they market these features as good for your body and for your mental and physical performance. So what are some of the most popular energy drinks? They include Red Bull, Monster, Full Throttle, Amp, and Rockstar. Notice the packaging on all these drinks portrays very intense, extreme graphics. These are meant to cater to younger audience who seek these kinds of energy-boosting effects. All of the above contain taurine, which is an organic acid and a neurotransmitter inhibitor. This is not scientifically proven by several studies to increase energy by a statistically significant amount. All of these energy drinks contain around 80 milligrams of caffeine per serving. However, most consumers don't notice that there are more than 2 servings per can, and they usually consume the entire container. This amounts to around 160 milligrams of caffeine per intake period, which is equivalent to about 2 cups of coffee in a single sitting. Furthermore, most of these popular beverages contain guarana. Guarana is a substance that also comes from beans like coffee. These beans contain twice the amount of caffeine than a coffee bean. The substance is an effective stimulant at 37.5 milligrams per dose. Moreover, Red Bull specifically contains aspartame, an artificial sweetener that can cause hunger cravings via the primary insulin response of the taste buds. And this is a guarana bean in its cherry. Energy drinks in the news. So, how are energy drinks making news today? One newly popular beverage is the 5-Hour Energy Shot. This is a 2-ounce canister of highly concentrated caffeine and other stimulants that purportedly offer stimulatory effects for a full 5 hours with no energy crash as a side effect. This shot contains 207 milligrams of caffeine per serving, which is more than the amount of caffeine found in one of Starbucks' highly caffeinated beverages. The problem with this beverage is that many people don't respect consumer reports, and instead they drink a few of these in one sitting, sending their blood caffeine levels through the roof. So, why are energy drinks so popular? Here are some of the reasons why consumers purchase energy drinks as advertised and promoted by the manufacturing companies. They say that energy drinks offer increased energy, alertness, and diligence. In addition, they are also said to contain supplements, although it is clear that these amounts of vitamins and minerals are negligible compared to what you would receive simply by taking a multivitamin. The risks and dangers are numerous and threatening. Overconsumption of energy drinks results in elevated blood pressure due to increased beating of the heart caused by caffeine and other stimulants and neurotransmitter blockers. Consumption can also result in sleep disturbances. The long half-life of caffeine means that the rate of deterioration of caffeine in the bloodstream is slow, and the stimulatory substance remains for a long period of time in the blood, even into bedtime. This can create insomnia. This lack of sleep can result in exhaustion, fatigue, and mood disorders, in addition to midday energy crashes, which many people may attempt to remedy with more caffeine, which perpetuates the cycle of sleep disturbances. This can be analogized to beating a tired horse. Some studies have also shown that the elevated levels of caffeine in the bloodstream can lead to pregnancy risks like miscarriages, stillbirths, and lowered birth weight of neonates. In addition, the dangers of energy drinks can also include cardiac arrhythmia, which is unsteady beating of the heart, and abnormally strong heart palpitations due to the effects of caffeine. In some cases of high consumption of energy drinks, seizures, strokes, mania, depression, disorientation, psychoses, and even sudden death can occur. In addition, the dangers of energy drinks can also include many effects due to alcohol. They're compounded when combined with this substance, whether in premixed packages like Four Loko or in separate vessels and ingested sequentially. This is due to a few reasons, including the fact that alcohol consumption increases with the presence of caffeine from energy drinks. Caffeine diminishes the awareness of alcohol content in the body by masking the effect of the caffeine on sensory cues normally used to judge the level of intoxication. This can result in a prolonged drinking session and subsequent higher levels of alcohol in the body. This taxes the liver's processing abilities and damages this vital organ. Additionally, studies have shown that in subjects that consume alcohol and energy drinks together, there is an increased risk of alcohol dependence compared to those who do not consume the two together. Moreover, since alcohol and caffeine are both diuretics, causing increased water filtration out of the blood into the urine, there is an increased risk of dehydration when consuming the two together. This dehydration further decreases the body's ability to process the alcohol. And Four Loko has been deemed unsafe by the FDA and has been banned as a result. So how do energy drinks compare to coffee and tea? What drink is best for your health? Well, coffee and tea are usually consumed hot, and therefore they're sipped slowly. In contrast, since energy drinks are cold and sweet, they're consumed very quickly and in amounts larger than the recommended serving size. Because of this rapid ingestion, blood levels of caffeine rise sharply, and there's an excess stimulation. So home-brewed coffees usually carry around 100 milligrams of caffeine, and tea contains anywhere from 15 milligrams to 70 milligrams. The amount of caffeine in these two hot beverages is significantly lower than the amounts in energy drinks. There's also cultural popularity that goes along with energy drinks. They are marketed to a young age group with slogans and graphics that promote daring, risk-taking tendencies of this generation. This has resulted in a lot of popularity that puts cultural pressure on young adults to consume it. It's really clear that social factors also affect these health risks. If these risks and dangers previously stated strongly deter you from the future use of energy drinks, what are some of your options available that can still allow you to be alert and well-functioning throughout your busy day? Above all, proper sleep mitigates the need for caffeine. Sleep has many other beneficial side effects like reduced stress, increased heart health, better weight control, and lower risk of diabetes. A proper diet full of vegetables, fruits, and lean protein can also boost your energy by giving you the nutrients your body needs to make you feel more alert and ready for your day. Also, hot coffee or hot tea in moderation can supplement your desire for caffeine.